feel God is making a guest list. Would you enter? With what you and I are doing at the moment, God is preparing a guest list. If man can be rigid about their lists, I think you and I need to sit down and ask ourselves a question. How will I be able to get on the list of God to be an invited person to his guest party? God, who gets invited to dinner at your place, how do we get on the guest list? Walk straight, act right, tell the truth. Don't hurt your friend. Don't blame your neighbor. Despise the despicable. Keep your word. Get me back to verse 2 of Message Bible. Quickly. Walk what? No. Don't run. Walk what? Tap the person sitting by and say, are you walking straight? Tell that person, are you walking straight? Do you act right? And you know, that acting right is a big thing for me. Big one. And you at any point in time before you do anything, ask yourself, if they do this to me, will I be happy? And so I don't want to talk about, let's forget the big sin. Let's take some daily life. You know, there are some people. Look at me. If they come and hit you, bang, like this, they feel that you don't have reason to what? To be angry. But when you come and touch them, they have 1,001 reason to be angry. And I say to myself, what an imbalanced person are you? You get angry. The things you do to people that you think you have rights to do, and nobody should question because you think you're in your heart, you think you are joking. And you don't feel that the person who does a tenth of what you have done to them, you don't think he's joking as well. So you are the only joker. So, so we need to deal with some little folks that spoils the vine. Act right. Act right. And I like the way Message Bible put it. Who is going to make up the guest list? You come and ask who have given out children, especially these days. They will tell you, Mom, if my pastor, the children told him, this is the number of guests that we are bringing. And then when the children finished giving him, he's telling me this, he told me this. He said, what am I going to do? How do you want me to do with the redeem? With all the people that are following me? He said, they are following you. They're not following us. And so when they begin to make a list, he said, we don't know him. That one, we don't know him. So when he has mentioned about 10 names, he now said, okay, what do I do? He was telling me this. Segun, I have to bring your name in. He said, when I now mention Segun, he said, that's our uncle. It's not on your list. He said, that's our uncle. It's not on your list. Don't get out. Leave him, daddy. He's on our list. So I'm like, so I begin to sing song with my own. If I am sponsoring wedding, let's settle it, though. Problem now is that I feel God is making a guest list. Would you enter? With what you and I are doing at the moment, God is preparing a guest list. Now, if physical man, their guest list is becoming a bit of a problem these days. Because that guest list that our children are preparing, and now if their own language is now, trad is your own. They say, trad is your own. You can bring your enemy. But for the other one, in fact, Pastor, a family was arguing, became a hot argument. You know what that children did? They now carried their wedding to Mexico. They said to their parents that this is what we want to have our wedding. And then anybody who wants to put himself for the wedding must stay in the hotel. And the hotel is £500 a night. So my question now is this. If man can be rigid about their lists, I think you and I need to sit down and ask ourselves a question. How will I be able to get on the list of God to be an invited person to his guest party? Because I sense it's going to be a tall one. I sense it's going to be a tall order. If the list of man can be as difficult as that.